Checkouts. Welcome to Checkouts. This is the area where customers spend most of their time actually watching the way that we operate.
It's really cool. I really like shopping here because it's clean and it feels, right.
Well, if you didn't have a food safety program, I wouldn't be shopping here.
You read all that stuff about diseases and that's.
It's got to be fresh.
Oh, yeah.
It is the only area, other than the back door, where foods from every area are handled, and that calls for extra care. In order to keep food safety standards high, we have a food safety program called the 5 Steps to Food Safety, and you are about to become a part of it. The 5 Steps to Food Safety program follows this promise: to sell only clean, safe and hygienic food, to ensure that product is received from warranted suppliers only, to ensure that all staff understand and implement the appropriate codes of practice, to monitor and record the effectiveness of the system, to take all reasonable steps to ensure that the 5 Steps to Food Safety program is implemented at all times. Throughout your area of work, you'll find posters like this, and following them is your responsibility. Although most of the foods are wrapped, packaging is not 100% secure, and cross-contamination can occur between some products. Raw foods like this meat contain bugs or bacteria that can be harmful if consumed by the customer. That's one of the reasons for cooking foods thoroughly, to stop us from getting sick. If foods are packed badly, then these bugs can spread onto ready-to-eat foods, and the results can be devastating. These bacteria can grow once they get onto food, either causing it to go off, or worse, they can make anyone who eats it sick. Because bacteria need time, temperature, food, and moisture to grow. Any contamination that happens in the store can be made much worse by the time a customer gets the product home. Similarly, cleaning products and non-food products like this can taint foods and even make them dangerous to eat. For this reason, it's vital that these types of product are kept apart from each other as you're handling them and once they're packed. So let's see how this should be done. Raw meats, separate from cooked, and cleaners kept apart from all foods. Your hands play an important part in the quality of food that is sold. Dirty hands don't always look dirty, and you'd be amazed at the number of germs on your hands that you could be putting onto food. So as well as washing your hands before starting work and after breaks, you can also use the hand sanitizer to keep your hands and the food clean. Remember too that when you have handled raw food or even money, your hands may be dirty, so keep them clean. Natural defensive body language such as hair touching and nose touching is fine if you're not handling foods. However, you should know that your whole body is covered with bacteria, particularly your face, hair, cuts and pimples.
Well, there's no room for error in my profession. One slip in standards could kill someone. I expect the same standards from supermarkets. If I get sick, I could be off work for weeks.
Add to this sneezing, coughing and scratching, and there's a whole new way for bacteria to get onto food. The area that you're working in needs to be kept clean too. There's a separate video that looks at cleaning products that you'll watch after this. Checkouts come in all shapes and sizes, and they have hidden nooks and crannies where dirt and bugs can hide. The best option for keeping them clean is to clean as you go. Let's take a look at the 5 steps for cleaning checkouts. 1. Clean all surfaces and empty brush tray at the end of your shift. 2. Follow the instructions on the wall charts and on the cleaning products. 3. Always sanitize after cleaning thoroughly. 4. Replenish bottles before they are empty. And 5. Clean as you go.
I like to know there are systems in place. This is A1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There is also a checklist system that will keep a record of the cleaning tasks that have been completed at the end of the day. It's very important that you tick those jobs that you have completed, so that a record of the cleanliness of the area is always available.
Well, as you say, I used to shop elsewhere, but, you know, some of the stuff used to go off before the expiry date, and it wasn't too good. But now this place seems to have the situation well in hand, you know.
That's another good point. You are the last line of quality checking. If you see any product that is substandard, out of date, or damaged, let the customer know and call your checkout supervisor to arrange for a replacement immediately. Similarly, if a customer returns product to you because they've run out of money or no longer want the product, call your supervisor straight away to have it put back in the right place. This is vital for fresh, chilled or frozen product that could be ruined if you leave it out for too long. There are 5 steps that cover this, so make sure that you read and follow them. Finally, your own personal hygiene needs a mention because you're handling foods. If you have a cut, then you must wear a blue plaster, and if it's on your hand, a finger covering or glove. If you have a stomach upset, you must report this to your supervisor, who may decide to give you some non-food handling jobs until you're better. These are the vital points to remember. Always wash your hands thoroughly before handling food or after getting them dirty by taking a break, touching your face or hair, touching rubbish or raw foods, or going to the toilet. You should use the hand sanitizer every time you enter your department. If your hair is long, then tie it back. If possible, you should get changed into your uniform at work. Otherwise, you must take care that your uniform is clean when you start. About jewellery and your hands, keep nails short. Only a wedding ring and watch is acceptable. And please, no nail polish. The idea is to look and feel like a food handler. If you wear an apron, please make sure that it is kept clean. Wash it in hot water every day. Use a deodorant and make sure that you shower daily. If you have a cut finger, only use a blue-coloured plaster and be sure to wear a glove or finger protector over it if you're going to be handling food. If you have a stomach upset or other illness that may put food at risk, please let your supervisor know. So let's recap. The program is called the 5 Steps to Food Safety. You are responsible to make sure that it works. Your responsibilities are to keep yourself and your area clean, handle food safely, only work with clean and sanitized equipment, ensure the temperatures are correct. In addition, follow the 5 steps. If you are aware of anything that you feel may be putting food at risk, you must report this to your supervisor. You'll find the 5 steps posters throughout your area of work. It is your responsibility to understand and follow these. If you are in any doubt, there are 3 things that you should do. 1. Check the 5 steps poster. 2. Ask your supervisor. Or 3. Check the manual. And that way, we'll live up to our customers' expectations and the 5 steps policy.
Food safety? I haven't got time for that. That's not my concern. That's yours.
Say to the grandchildren, you can't beat good old-fashioned elbow grease.
I like to see discipline in any operation. Without discipline, quality can't be expected, can it?